Omar?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was born in Manila, actually.
Okay.
Joe, you're
Yeah.
born in Manila?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Ah, that's great to hear.
Yeah. But I grew up in the U.S., so I'm Filipino American. By the way, do any of you guys know Ken Arsenal?
Yes, we.
Yes. He is
Yeah,
our
he's
friend.
He used to be with
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
Oh, this club. Yeah, I met him when I was visiting family in the Philippines. I made a stop in Manila before returning to China. I had time to visit Toastmasters club on Friday evening. That club's just so happened to be Ken's when he was in the Philippines a
Great.
few years back. Yeah.
Ken is a
Joe,
very
may I ask a question, Joe?
Sure, go ahead.
You always pronounce Manila like it rhymes to vanilla, but I thought Manila is pronounced Manila. Can you tell me?
I always pronounce it Manila. I guess that's
Okay.
just the way we Americans pronounce it.
All right.
Yeah.
I used to be there for 3 weeks for a vacation in 2008, October 2008. And for me, it was my belated summer vacation. And when I came in there, the first big mall I entered, they were playing Christmas songs all night long. And I said, hey guys, come on, this is summer vacation for me. What are you doing here?
That's funny, kind of annoying. Christmas music too early in the year. That's always annoying. Where are you from, Frank?
I'm originally from Germany, and I moved to Switzerland 7 years ago.
Ich habe Deutsch gelernt in High Schule.
Das ist sehr gut für dich, Joe, dass du Deutsch gelernt hast.
No, I'm a lion. I don't understand what you are talking.
we are excluded.
So Elisa feels still excluded. Okay, sorry.
I really need to continue polishing up my German in addition to my Mandarin. I want to start learning Spanish very soon, though.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know German only, I don't know, hello, maybe.
Yeah. Where in Germany, if you don't mind me asking, Frank?
So I'm originally from one of the federal states. So we have 16 after the reunification with the eastern part. I'm from North Rhine-Westphalia. And where did you study German when you have been there, Joe? Any chance? Do you have been to Germany before?
I have not yet been to Germany. I want to, though. Maybe right now I can visit some of the Toastmaster clubs there.
I will share my screen if I'm allowed to do so in Google Maps, and then I show you where I'm coming from. So that might make sense for all of us.
Sure.
Right?
Ricky, make
Can you hear me?
co-host.
Done.
We can hear you, Mayor.
Thank you. Just checking. I need to remember myself where I'm from Germany.
Welcome.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, so I can share my screen. Thanks for that.
While you're doing that, Frank, can I just have a sound test for Omer? Omer, can you please speak so we can hear you?
Yeah, I just got a confirmation from Omar.
Turned. Now we can hear you clearly. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's do this. So please confirm if you can see my screen.
I can see it.
Yeah, you can see that.
So, Germany, kind of, right?
So,
Deutschland, genau, Deutschland. So I'm from this place. Let me see, I'm zooming in here. So this is Frankfurt, right? This is a famous, okay. So this is a famous industrial area of Germany. And I'm from wait, the sound is coming from this place. So directly from here. It's basically now in the middle of Germany, you can say, somewhere here.
It's Warburg.
And so somewhere here. Warburg. It's called Warburg. Yes. Warburg, this one. It's a town size of 35,000 people.
Okay.
So it's quite a small one.
Just on the edge of Eastern Germany or old Eastern Germany.
It's used to be near the border to Eastern Germany, but it's if you would not have the reunification, it would be still Western Germany. So.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And then I lived in Karlsruhe for the last 10 years before I moved in 2013 to Switzerland. And now I'm living in Baden, which is somewhere between Basel and Zurich, but closer to Zurich. So this one.
Okay. Gotcha. They're cool.
Toastmaster Omar, have you checked your agenda? Who else is missing? So we can start in.
I think Sergeant at Arms is missing. Idris and Mark, our secretary.
Mark is now.
Oh, Mark has come.
Yeah, now he has joined.
Idris, I have just reminded him right now.
Yeah.
He's coming.
Can I share a video on his behalf? I mean, share it like a
Idris?
photo, yeah?
Yes, we can.
Or you...
No issues. His video, huh?
No, he's not with me. I'm alone in my castle.
Oh.
I don't even have security.
Castle of Neverland, huh?
Castle of Terimakasi.
Salamat.
High castle.
Castle of Rendang. And nasi goreng.
We have with Rajan.
Hello, everyone.
We have with us our.
Hello.
No, we have with us our newest member.
Solar system.
Hello, Kuya Ricky.
Hi, good evening, Master Mark.
Mabuhay, Mark.
Hi.
Mark Nanek, sir.
Good
afternoon, everybody from Rotterdam. Yeah.
So our grammarian is here now, Toastmaster Sam. Toastmaster Bosch Almero is joining us too. So, else?
Our
new member, Toastmaster Abu Bakar.
Yeah, genau. This is what I say always, all the
Merry
time.
Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, dear.
Ricky is my evaluator in the room.
Toastmaster Bilal, I think. Oh, it's not yet here.
Or is it Billy? Is it Billy? There's one Toastmaster named Billy.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
It's a Bilal.
Billy. No. Billy. Hi, Billy.
Namili ka talaga ng babatiin mo, iba rin.
Oy, guess natin yan si Billy.
Yeah, I know, right? Hi, Billy.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening. Please show us your yourself.
Can you show your
Your face. So we have Toastmaster Sam, our grammarian. Hi, Billy. Thanks for joining. First time, I think.
Who is
first time.
Yes, it's my first time.
Billy is a friend of Mark, our friend, actually.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening,
And he will be
everyone.
joining us soon, inshallah. Billy, are you joining Horizon? With the approval of Mark? Yes, thanks, Mark.
Sure.
That's done.
And our team of topic masters here, Toastmasters, Craft. So we have two actors now.
Yeah, we are with Jesus Almero.
Blake Soya, I will make you co-host. So
Hi, everyone.
Okay.
We are in presence of holiness, you know.
Wow. Where is it, Jess?
Ako mo yung Billy.
Oy, Mark, kita ka ni Frank, magagalit na naman yung kumakain ka.
Ay, oo nga.
Sorry, hindi siya
Baka
evaluator.
nag-start yung meeting.
Hindi siya evaluator.
Meeting is not yet started.
Where is Idris?
Frank, we'll see you eating. But tonight, he's a speaker, not an evaluator. So... So we have already Toastmaster Bilal. Toastmaster Frank, your evaluator is here now. Toastmaster Bilal Alam.
It's cool. Nice.
Welcome to Bilal.
How are you doing, guys? How are you, Ricky? How are you doing,
Bilal, thanks for joining.
everybody? Good luck, Toastmaster Frank.
It's not about luck, but thank you.
Welcome, TM Bodge.
Gashi, hello.
Hi, Ricky.
Good evening, everyone.
We have a lot of Pinoy here. Is it?
No, it's Pinay.
Pinay. sorry, Pinoy is girl.
Okay. You need to be very specific with these guys here, Elisa. I tell you. Elisa, I'm here for the third time, I think, but you need to be very careful with those guys here, I tell you.
Yeah, they are so cute. But okay, it's a midnight here and I energetic because of you guys. Thank you. Kamusta?
Yes.
No, salamat.
That's the purpose, theme of the day.
Yes. Baik-baik lang, Elisa. Baik.
We have with us our latest Toast member also, Abu Bakar.
Yes, Abu Bakar. Toastmaster Abu Bakar.
You can
Welcome.
turn on. Hi, Abu Bakar, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Jeffrey.
Yes. We have now Sartaj Ahmed.
Is Jeffoy here? Hi, Jeffrey. Hi, dear. Good
Jeffrey
evening.
Aquino.
Oh, we have some in the waiting room, in the lounge. So who else is missing, TM Omar?
Idris is not.
Correct, Idris. Ashraf, Mark, can you please help me contact Idris?
He is our fun master. He should be there.
Yes, and speaking of Fun Master, Toastmaster Omar Farouk, I am inviting you all to the Unlimited, Exaggeration Unlimited on 16th of October.
Tall tales, huh?
Yeah,
the
you will be there.
Hi, dear, saan ka na?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We will be there, inshallah. Tall tales.
The Tall Tale Contest.
And we're also inviting UTM Lito to watch on the 17th for Area 30.
Yes, we will be contesting in Horizon.
Idris and Hassan.
Yeah.
Wow, all the best.
Meeting.
All the best, TM Hassan and TM Address.
Idris
But Exaggerations Unlimited, it will be on 16th of October.
Ayun.
Yes.
Yung pa rin, yung ano.
3 p.m.
So we have Junior Mabosi.
Good evening, Toastmasters of the night, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master.
Deadly Toastmaster.
I gave you the co-host function, so if you need to share anything later on, even money. Share fulos, share your blessing. Okay.
Fulos mazboot, huh?
Okay, who else is missing? TM Omar, I sent you the file video of TM Address if ever he will not be able to play it. Can you help me? I don't know.
Okay. There is the RD floor is general evaluator.
He's on his way. He just brought a friend to the hospital, emergency.
Who?
Afternoon.
RD. Let me call.
RD is not coming?
He's coming, he said. He said he's on his way.
On his way where? It's the online meeting.
Yeah,
Beautiful girl.
He's in a
Beautiful
hospital.
girl.
He was.
Okay.
Beautiful girl.
Good evening.
Hi,
Good evening,
Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Uzair became father yesterday.
Wow, congratulations. I thought he became
Thank you so much.
Yes, mabruk.
Shukran.
Toastmaster Omar Farouk, shall we start the meeting?
Yes, we can start now, I think. Idris is here.
Hello. Sorry, I'm late.
Yes.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Ano mo? Teka lang.
Beautiful girl.
All mute everybody mute.
I think we can just chit chat the whole time. Guest Rajun, welcome. Makatawa ka, Ashraf. You became a mother last night, Ashraf.
Sorry?
Jack.
We can start now. Idris.
See, I will just take note of the GE function for the meantime. While
who will take it?
No, I will take care for the meantime, Toastmaster Omar.
Okay, no issues.
Will I be the sergeant at arms tonight,
Yes.
President Omar?
Yes, you are. You can start now.
Please, everyone, silent your mute your mic.
The voice is distorted.
You're muted.
Okay.
Idris, you're muted.
Okay. Am I okay now?
Yes, you are.
Horizon Toastmasters Club number 1097255 welcome you to our meeting. President, fellow Toastmasters, and respected guests, a pleasant good evening to everyone. I am Toastmaster Idris Sakurat, your acting sergeant at arms for tonight. Hereby welcomes you all to the virtual meeting of Horizon Toastmasters Club. The mission of our club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. May I now request you all to unmute your microphones, put your mobile phones in silent mode, and turn off any noise-making devices such as TVs or radios, which may disturb during the meeting. You are also requested to refrain from talking anything related to sex, politics, and religion. To keep the decorum of the virtual meeting and to facilitate the speakers to perform at their best, all are requested to keep your mic muted until it is required for you to speak. This is to avoid any distraction to the speaker at the screen and the other attendees in general. All attendees are requested to familiarize with the chat and reaction buttons. Fit yourself well in the screen, have an adequate lighting so that we can clearly see you, your beauty, and be mindful of your background like what I'm doing right now. The prepared speakers are requested to have their speaking area ready. Furthermore, all attendees, especially all takers, are requested to rename your display name according to your role tonight. You may put your role at the start of your name. Thank you. And now, to preside our meeting for tonight, may I request our active club president, a very diligent and innovative person, a champion speaker, recently working in one of the international company. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Omar Farouk Awan Ongkang. Omar Farouk Awan. Thank you so much.
Toastmaster Idris.
It's okay. Go ahead, PM Omar.
Okay, no issues. So, good evening, everybody. I can see so many guests are here with us. It is like a family union kind of from global. Everybody is from different parts of the world: USA, Singapore, USA, Switzerland. To see you. Welcome to meeting number 286 of Horizon Toastmasters Club. It's a pleasure to have you all with us. Now, I will acknowledge some guests with us right now who are there. Let's hold on. We have with us Lakshman. Lakshman. No.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Hi, Lakshman. Can you introduce yourself for just 20 seconds? Where are you from? What you do?
Yeah.
Which country?
Yeah, hi, this is Lakshman. I'm staying in Kobar. I'm working as a chief accountant at Ebara from Saudi Arabia. I'm staying at Kobar. So fortunately, I met you all the guys through this group.
Yes,
Thank you.
great to have you
Yeah.
with us, Lakshman. We have with us right now also. Okay, Nikita is with us also, and we have with us Abu Bakr. It's a pleasure to have you all view us right now. Now we will call on our secretary of the meeting, Toastmaster Mark Kinarao, to read out the minutes of the meeting number 285. Mark.
Thank you so much, Presiding Officer. Horizon Toastmasters Club 1097255, District 79, Division F, Area 31. Minutes of meeting number 285, held on September 30, 2020. The meeting started at 7:20 p.m. The presiding officer, Toastmaster Umar Farouk, welcomed the guests and conducted the business session of the meeting. The Vice President of Education, Toastmaster Ricky Chuitian, inducted the new member of Horizon Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster of the evening was Toastmaster Edris Sakurat, introduced the theme of the evening, which is practice like you've never won, perform like you've never lost. Word of the day was champion. Table topics master was Toastmaster Umar Farouk. There were no general evaluator and prepared speakers. Instead, Toastmasters Asilinda Waragoda conducted the workshop on how to win a table topic, speech contest, and championing an evaluation speech contest. The meeting adjourned at 9:35 p.m. There were 28 attendees, 10 members, and 18 guests. Back to you, presiding officer.
So, is there any deletions, additions, or amendments to be done in the meeting minutes of the meeting? And raise of hands, no. So these minutes have been finalized and treated as they are. Wonderful report, Toastmaster Mark. So now we will move on to one of the most important sessions. We will be inducting our two new members. To induct the two new members, we have with us our VP membership, Toastmaster Jeff Aquino, to take the stage and perform the induction ceremony of the new members. Toastmaster Jeffrey.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Can I have the good name of the two to be inducted members?
Abu Bakr and
Maksud.
I'm sorry?
Abu Bakr.
And
Abu Bakr and Umair Maksud.
Umair Maksud.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vice President of Education, fellow Toastmasters, and our beloved guests. Once again, good evening. It is now our duty and privilege to induct two additional members into the Horizon Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion for these new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership. And we now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve. I will now call on our new members forward on the Zoom platform and ask them to join me. Please withhold your applause until the ceremony is completed. May I call on our soon-to-be officially Toastmaster Abu Bakr, together with soon-to-be officially Toastmaster Umair Makud. Please acknowledge if you are here.
Yes, Jeffrey. Yes, I am here.
Thank you very much.
Please turn on your video. Abu Bakr.
I'm seeing Umair. Hello there. And Toastmaster Abu Bakr, are you up? Your camera is on?
Yeah, let me start it.
All right then. Okay. Toastmaster Abu Bakr and Toastmaster Umair, you are joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. As members of the Horizon Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become a part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Mr. Vice President Education, have these two new members been given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club? Have they been told on how the Toastmasters program works and informed of the many benefits they will receive, as well as the obligations of membership?
Absolutely, Vice President membership.
Thank you. Who have been assigned as mentors of these two members?
Toastmaster Jeffrey, yourself, Toastmaster Omar Farouk, DTM Omar Farouk, and Toastmaster Bilal Almer.
Thank you very much on that. Would these Toastmasters please stand or acknowledge in the Zoom platform? As experienced Toastmasters, you have been asked to help these new members get off a good start. Do you accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new members so that they can immediately begin to benefit from their Toastmasters membership? Mentors?
Yes.
And I do as well.
I do.
So our new members, membership in this club in Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries within many rewards. Yet, it also places certain obligations upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work diligently toward yourself or your own self-development. Evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing. Assist the club in reaching its goals. Remain positive and keep a smile on your face. We ask you, our new members, to dedicate yourselves to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow Toastmasters, and to help this Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. Please place or show your face on the Zoom platform to the fellow members and affirm your membership by repeating the following words. I state your name. Please raise your right hand.
I, Abu Bakr.
I, Omar Maksud.
In the presence of my fellow members.
In the presence of my fellow members.
Of the Horizon Toastmasters Club.
Of the Horizon Toastmasters
Club.
Make this firm obligation.
Make this firm obligation.
Make this
to
firm
attend
obligation.
Meetings.
To conduct meetings.
Conduct meetings.
Regularly and prepare fully.
Regularly and prepare fully.
For each assignment.
For each assignment.
To apply myself.
I oblige myself.
To the projects outlined.
To the projects outlined.
In the Toastmasters education program.
In the Toastmasters education program.
To participate actively.
Participate actively.
In club activities.
In club activities.
To evaluate others in a positive.
To evaluate others in
the positive.
Constructive manner.
Constructive manner.
To build open.
To build open.
Friendly relationships with my fellow members.
Friendly relationships with my fellow members.
And to bring other new members.
And to bring other new members.
Into the club.
Into the club.
So that they can also gain.
So that they can also gain.
The benefits of Toastmasters.
The benefits of Toastmasters.
Thank you. Would all club members please stand and repeat our club's pledge to its new members? Fellow members of the Horizon Toastmasters Club, Please raise your right hand. We, the members of the Horizon Toastmasters Club,
We, the members of the
We,
Horizon,
the members of Horizon Toastmasters Club,
pledge to support you
pledge
pledge
to
to
support
support
you
in your quest for self-development,
Request for
in your
self-development.
quest for self-development,
to provide you
to
to
provide
provide you
with positive, helpful evaluations,
positive,
positive,
helpful evaluation,
evaluations,
to maintain a friendly,
to maintain
maintain a friendly,
supportive atmosphere,
supportive atmosphere,
to give you opportunities
to give you
to give the opportunities
to help others,
to
to
help
help others,
and to make your Toastmasters membership
and to
to
make
make the
Toastmasters
membership
a rewarding and a fulfilling experience.
a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
Thank you very much, my fellow Toastmasters. Ladies and gentlemen, our beloved guests, and my dear fellow Toastmasters, we welcome our newly instated and inducted members of the Toastmasters fraternity, Toastmaster Abu Bakr and Toastmaster Umair. A round of applause.
Yes.
With that, I return back the podium to our president, Toastmaster Umar.
Wonderful. Congratulations to our new members. And I am sure you will have a fun learning experience in this club. Great to have you with us. So with this, I will be now calling on our Toastmaster of the day. So Toastmaster of the day is one of the rising stars of the Horizon Toastmasters Club. One of dedicated and diligent and very intellectual Toastmaster. He is the current president of Horizon Toastmasters Club. And he is yours truly, Toastmaster Omar Farooq. So today, there is a one change in agenda. Our 1 minute Toastmaster will not be able to attend the meeting, so we will be foregoing that role. Other than that, we are on track and all the role players are available. So let's start. So what is the theme of the day? The purpose. The purpose of life is to have a life of purpose. So I will call on a few of you to tell what is your purpose of life. Let's see who will be telling their purpose of life. Toastmaster Hassan.
Yes, the purpose of life is to stay happy and keep everyone happy around you.
Okay, good. So we have with us our John Dale, Toastmaster John Dale. Can you tell what is your purpose of your life? Toastmaster John Dale. He's not there. We can ask Toastmaster Ricky.
Oh, me? I believe that I have already attained my purpose. I think service to others is one of the purposes I have in my life, and I think I have partially achieved that.
Right.
That is great. See, one of the famous philosophers, Khalil Gibran, who was once strolling in an insane asylum. He saw one person. He was reading a book of philosophy. He stood apart from others inmates. He was in good health and looking sober and decent. He was surprised. Then he went to him and said, "What are you doing here? You are reading a book of philosophy and you are in an insane asylum. Are you reading it upside down or what?" So he looked at him and in a surprise said, and he said, "Okay, you are not wearing the doctor's clothes." Then he said, "See, that's not the case. I tell you about myself. My mother wants me to be in her father's image. My father who was a lawyer, he wanted me to be a lawyer. My uncle who owns a business, he wanted me to be a businessman. But my elder, he was a very good athlete. He trained me to become an athlete. That also carried on onto the school also. My piano teacher, my English teacher, all of them were trying to sell that we are the best versions, the best thing to follow and all that. But nobody asked me what I want to do with my life. So I thought I should get admission in this asylum. At least here I can be myself. So what is the purpose of your life? Sometimes during our lifetime, we are riding the expectations of others. Okay, my mom and dad has said that I should do that, or become an engineer or doctor, or do things that others are doing. Is it the true purpose of life? Your life? Is it your goal? What is the why behind what you do? It's not about what are you doing, it's about why are you doing it. What is the things that matter to you, not necessarily others. You may come across people may think, oh, you are selfish, you are doing things that you love doing. But at the end of the day, little bit of selfishness is very important. You have to be selfish about your goals, you have to be selfish about your targets. But interesting thing is that whatever you love doing, for example, Frank loves the music is his passion, and he does it. Even though he's an engineer also, he does the job also, but he follows his passion also. And he finds a way to turn his passion into service. He entertains, he helps others, he guides others also through it. It's not just about being selfish, you can give it also. You polish your own skills and what you love doing. I always say, make your passion your profession. So true purpose of life is your inner satisfaction and what you can give to the world. First, understanding and accepting that, and then providing it to others. So with this, we will move on to our educational session. In education session, we have with us our grammarian. And our grammarian for tonight he's the pride of PSME and Friends Toastmasters Club, and a good friend of Horizon Toastmasters family. And he is a champion speaker and a regular grammarian and most wanted grammarian in a lot of clubs. Please help me welcome our grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Santos Gubat.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Am I audible? Thank you. I am here again as your grammarian for the evening, and my role would probably be the same as before, to introduce the word of the evening. The word of the evening is amazeballs, which is an adjective referring to an extremely good or impressive person or something. Example of this being used in a sentence would be, this club, Verizon Club, is a club composed of amazeball speakers, outstanding ones, champions. So, and I look forward, I encourage everyone to be using the word of the evening as much as you can whenever you're given the chance to speak. Then, as a grammarian, I will also take note of the uses of the word. I will also listen to the word usage of each speaker, note down any awkward or misuse of that of the English language, such as incomplete sentences, incorrect grammar, and malaproprisms. I'll be delivering my evaluation later on once called upon by General Evaluator. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Sorry, Mr. Toastmaster of the evening.
Yes, I am both actually. So wonderful explanation of the role. Now we have with us one of the most important roles in a Toastmaster meeting. That role is to do the thorough audit of the entire meeting, evaluate the entire proceedings of the meeting. And that will be done by our one of the latest and newest members of Horizon Toastmasters family. He is the president of Jubel Filipino Toastmasters Club, and he's a champion speaker, leader, coach, and a mentor. He promotes good vibes and positivism through his social media platform and through his Facebook page, Nurturing Positivism. Please help me welcome our esteemed and newest, latest Toastmaster member, Flores, our general evaluator tonight. Unmute yourself. Unmute.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Omar. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. And I'm ecstatic to be a part of Horizon Toastmasters Club. And this is my first time as a role player, general evaluator at that. My role for tonight as the GE, my dear friends, is that I will be evaluating today's meeting. And for the benefit of the guests, my role is divided into 3 parts. One is to introduce the evaluators for the prepared speeches and the table topic speakers. 2 is to call upon the tag team. TAG stands for Table Topics Evaluator, Accounter, and the Grammarian for their reports. And finally, I shall give my general evaluation of the overall meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Wonderful explanation, Toastmaster RD, of your role. Now we have with us one of the most important roles of the meeting. It's the timer's role. He will be recording the time of every speech, every evaluation, every table topics. Time is money, we should spend it well. And to explain his role, we should welcome our young and energetic Mr. Muhammad Hassan.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Umar Farooq. As the timer of tonight, I'll keep track of time consumed by each speaker. All speakers are requested to pin me on their screens to notice the timings. My screen will turn green color on minimum required time, yellow color on the intermediate time, and red color on the maximum time. 30-second grace period will be provided. I will compile my report and will present at the end of each session whenever called upon by Toastmaster of the Day, Table Topic Master, and General. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Yes, wonderful explanation of your role, Toastmaster Muhammad Hassan. Now we have with us to point our verbal crutches and fillers and all. We have with us our good friend. He's the procurement and estimation engineer and in Saudi Engineering Group. He hails from Multan. He loves reading books and playing cricket. Please help me welcome our counter for tonight, Toastmaster Uzair Iqbal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Umar. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm playing my role of counter. Purpose of counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pass fillers by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including I will also note when speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as I, or this means, this means. At the end, I will present my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Back to Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you.
For explanation, role Toastmaster Uzair. We have thus our vote counter for tonight. He is the chief of Toastmasters Club, globe-trotting enthusiast and passionate about cooking. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Ricky Chutian, our vote counter for tonight.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Tonight, I will be your vote counter at every segment of our meeting, namely the prepared speech, the table topic session, and the general evaluation session, we will be choosing the best speaker. So when the timer is over, giving his report, he will ask you to cast your votes. So you may private message me, or I will be creating a poll in order for you to cast your votes for the best speakers. The winners will be announced towards the end of the meeting when called upon by the Toastmaster of the day. Now back to you, TMOD.
Wonderful explanation, Toastmaster Ricky, of the role. Now, to lighten up the moment, to have some fun, we have with us our VPPR and President of Peerless NG Salanjana Toastmasters Club. He is a humorous champion speaker and representing our club in our Tall Tale contest on 17th October. Please help me welcome Toastmaster A3 Sakura as our fun master for tonight. Idris, are you there?
Team Ricky, could you please play?
Ate Omar.
Wait, I don't. Let me see. Ricky, you have it or not? I'm not able to.
Wallahi, wallahi. Please. I didn't download it.
It is loading.
30 seconds, 1 minute. If not playing now, we can skip and then we play it later.
Wait, I have opened it.
You opened it?
No, in the Facebook Messenger. It is downloading. It is just opening in the Messenger.
Yeah, same here. Can we skip it for the meantime so we will not waste our time?
Yes, we can score the name later on. No issues.
Okay,
Meanwhile, it is downloading.
let me try. 1 moment, let me try, okay?
Okay. It is.
Okay, can everyone see?
Yes. Yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So you can see our VPPR is so much skilled at dancing, and he is wonderfully demonstrating. You have to wear mask wherever you go outside. See, in the COVID time, in the lockdown, you have to take care. So with this, we will now move on to our educational session. First of all, we have with us the better speaking session. In better speaking session, we have 4 wonderful speakers lined up for us. And the first speaker today is Toastmaster Jeffrey. But to explain his purpose of his speech, we have with us his evaluator, Toastmaster Mark Villena. Toastmaster Mark Villena, please explain the purpose of Toastmaster Jeffrey's speech.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Omar Farouk, for that very nice introduction. A very good evening to everyone, and a special good evening and a special greeting to my friend, Toastmaster Jepoy, who will be delivering his Pathway Level 1.2 for this evening. Let me read out his objective for the project. The objective of Pathway Level 1.2 first is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback on a second speech. I believe that this is Toastmaster Jeffrey's first speech, right, for this project. Another purpose of the second speech. So he should be applying the evaluation which was given to him previously. The second purpose is for the member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his first speech. I wish Toastmaster Jeffrey all the best, and back to you, Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Omar Farouk.
So please help me welcome Toastmaster Jeffrey. Speech title is Hair and Heel. So, Hair and Heel. Toastmaster Jeffrey, over to you.
Jeffrey! What? Can I have a minute? I'm busy. Let's talk some other time. Friends, how many of us here have declined or rejected a call from a friend, even before knowing the reason is? Or have you ever tried to call or talk to yourselves? And if not, but you will do, don't do it in a loud voice, because others might think that you have lost your sanity. As we approach the last quarter of 2020, a year for us for our self-evaluation and assessment, many of us have considered this year to rip off of their stories because of too many reasons. Too many things happen. Unforeseen disasters, unbearable debts. And who would forget the world shocker, the 2019 COVID pandemic. I can't blame them. I have experienced anxiety too, deep sadness, and the most alarming, lockdown effect, my tummy got even bigger because of eating during the lockdown. Kidding aside, this moment gave us a golden opportunity, not just to hear and heal ourselves, but others too. Questions like, what would be my plans after this pandemic? Or will still be the same? My work will be the same during this pandemic ends? Most probably some of you are wishing to eat sumptuous biryani from Hyderabad or roast beef of your mom's casserole. But the real question is, do we really need to have this pandemic for us to realize that the need to reach out is a must? Belmore is a good friend of mine. He cheers with me whenever the time I feel nervous delivering a speech, like now. And he celebrates with me whenever the time I win in a competition that I have joined. And she shows how proud and happy he is of me. Jubail is just an hour drive from my city. Yet, I failed to visit him. Even a single hi and hello over the phone was never delivered. For the reason I thought that he is okay, he is happy, and he is healthy. But last month, Belmore passed away due to this virus infection. Yes, I wasn't able to express how much he means to me. No more hi and hello forever. Belmore, wherever you are, you will be missed. Fellow Toastmasters, I am telling you this not because this is my story, because this might be yours too. You might be having that someone that you missed saying hi and hello, a friend, a relative, because you thought that they are healthy, they are well, and they are okay. You don't get to visit them, even the place is just too near, because you're busy. Because you are busy. Another story is, this month, just this month, on the last Rio pandemic, 3 of my friends were diagnosed COVID positive. And one of them is so dear to my heart. He's like a brother to me. We were shocked, unaware that he might be in a quarantine period. They were gripping in pain. And I have learned not just to answer a call, but to initiate one. To ask questions. Joseph, how are you? Are you fine? Have you taken your meal? Did you get stretched up and wind up? Those questions really ignited a friendship and a brotherhood. And the conversation will last long. My dear able friends, one call could ease someone's pain. One call could get another friend to gain. We might not feel the agony, but we can share the struggle to lighten up the burden. My dear friends and ladies and gentlemen, I challenge you now, as you hold your mobile phones, send them a message, call them, express how much they mean to you before it's too late. And from now on, promise yourself that you will reach out. And allow me to end this. Always remember that there are unspoken words that the only kindest heart could hear. And there are healing, bleeding wounds that only the kindest and bravest soul could hear. So fellow Toastmasters, let us all hear and heal. And let us all
hear and heal.
And heal.
Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
What a heartfelt speech. We should all listen, and we should all feel, and we should all consider everybody. So now we will move on to our second speaker. He works as a business development executive with Allied Maintenance Company. He is the past president of Horizon and past area director and a champion speaker. And to describe the purpose of his speech, we have with us distinguished Toastmaster DTM Omar Farooq Malik to explain the purpose of this speech.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and in particular Toastmaster Srinivasan. Assalamu alaikum and good evening and good day to everyone wherever you are. The objectives of the speech are as same as Toastmaster Jeffrey, so I won't be repeating it again. And I believe it is again the second speech, Toastmaster Srinivasan. If yes, I would like to request you to kindly send me the evaluation for the first speech so that I could evaluate on the basis of that particular speech, since it is a feedback to that first speech. The title of the speech is Foodie, wishing Toastmaster Srinivasan all the very best, and may request the Toastmaster of the day to please allow me to evaluate right after the speech.
Yes, surely. As a special consideration and best, we Toastmaster DTM Omar Farooq Malik will be evaluating the Toastmaster Srinivasan immediately after the speech because of some urgent matters to be tended. So now, please help me welcome Toastmaster Srinivasan. Speech title, Foodie. Foodie, Toastmaster Srinivasan. Over to you.
What is one thing that is necessary but cannot live without it? I heard somebody saying a wife after 10 years. Nah, that's not the answer that I'm looking for. Let me rephrase this a little bit. What is one thing that a part of a human body which is important to live, but it is not important, it cannot be lived without it? Don't even attempt to answer that because I think it is directing us to a topic where this is forbidden in this platform. Third time lucky, let me try it this way. What is one thing that makes a human being to say, enough, I can't take it anymore? Toastmaster of the day, my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests from across the globe. It is the stomach. The stomach is when you're full. When people offer you more food, you say, no, please, I can't take it more anymore. Thank you. And this is one part of the human body where it is very difficult to live with. The reason why it is, think that you are on a party. You are feasting on so many food items. Is it possible for you to ask your stomach, see, I will not be eating any more food for next 2-3 days. Would you please take as much as you can for the next 3 days? No. Can you ask the stomach to say, okay, I don't have food for next 2-3 days. You'll have to stay empty? Neither it does. So it is very difficult for a person to live with this stomach. But what is this stomach all about? It is when you think of basic needs for human life. You start with food, shelter, and clothes. The first thing that comes up is food. And today's speech, Toastmaster the first speaker had used about the food 3 times, and we have one of our Toastmasters who's cleverly, happily eating his food, no matter what happens with it. So we are all for food. The reason why I chose to talk about food in today's project is that recently I did a Toastmasters of the Day role in in another club where I'm a member. I'm a member of Alcoba Tamil Toastmasters Club, where we speak in Tamil language. In that part, I was researching of those traditional foods that we were having, but we have long forgotten. Now I would like to give a 30 seconds and ask every one of you to please think about food. How many of you thought about a tender coconut, a tamarind, ice cream? That's good. We have one. And what about nuts, seeds? These are all foods. But what happens is that we are so carried away from things that we don't think these are foods, but these are all part of foods. So those kind of traditional foods we have long forgotten. In my role as a Toastmaster of the Day, I made sure to bring those kind of foods to the knowledge of the members. Now, Horizon is a unique club. We have members from different nationalities, and today we have people across the globe and having different nationalities. How can I talk to them about Tamil foods? That's not possible. So I did a research again. I came up with just an interesting note. I would request most of you to please note. There is a website called Travel. No. Yeah. Travel Atlas, Food Atlas. I'm sorry for that delay. It's Food Atlas. It's an atlas of all the places where you go and click to that country and you go to that area, like what our speaker number 3 was showing in the start of this, where he was living. So it's some kind of thing that you will be able to zoom into that part of the world and see what kind of food is traditional there. According to that website, there are 13,029 types of foods. I repeat, 13,029 types of foods. How many foods did you know? Now, talk about foods. What is food? Food is basically that is consumed, assimilated, and it is to give you energy. When I talk about energy, I just wanted to tell you, it's not far off. Just recently, that September 16th, okay, a migratory bird called Godwit. It flew from Alaska to Auckland, a distance of 11,000 kilometers, non-stop for 11 days without food and water. How could that small bird manage this? It's because before the start of the flight, the bird eats as much as it can and shrinks all its organs except for its lungs, and everything is shrunk at least to the bare minimum, and it flies from this point of 11,000 kilometers. It is just recently. You may Google it also. So I have spoken about food and what is the reason for food. But my title is Foodie. What foodie is, when you think of eating like a glutton, eating too much of food just for the sake of it. No. When I meant foodie is that through this project, I would like to request each one of you to think about those food, those traditional food, those kind of food that is very specific to your city. Or maybe like people like from us, we are from India, I'm right now in Kobar, and maybe people are from other part of the world. Just go to those parts of the world, find out what their traditional food is all about. Foodie doesn't need to be eating to satisfy your insatiable food request for food. But then if you, it's a foodie means you have to have that wish to know about food. So I request at the end of this project, I request each member of you here to please go back to as much as possible, find out what is the food that you were missing, try to bring it back into your life. With that, I hand over the mic back to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you much.
I am feeling so hungry now after this speech at Toastmasters University. So now we will have the immediate evaluation of Toastmasters University speech. I will call on his evaluator. He is a two times distinguished Toastmaster, one of the youngest distinguished Toastmasters of District 79. He is the past club growth director and president of Sahara Toastmasters Club and one of the dear friends of mine. Please help me welcome distinguished Toastmaster Omar Farooq Malik to evaluate Toastmasters University speech.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Umar Farooq Hawan and in particular Toastmaster Srinivasan. What a yummy, 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 delicious speech. I was thinking I shall rush back to Rhea, pick my mom, bring her back over here, get her the rice, get her the chicken, and have a tremendous, delicious chicken biryani. But then I realized something which you are actually saying. It's not about eating, it is about eating correctly. A very well timely message which was coming from your side, Toastmaster Srinivas. Now, they say when you start your speech, you should have the attention of the audience. And you started with humor. Not once or twice, but they were coming continuously like the YouTube ads, which keep on coming after a few minutes. So that was a job well done. I thoroughly liked that. You kept the audience engaged within the whole speech for 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Number two, I love the way how you research your project. Number one was that you research about the audience. You use the word global 4 times in your speech, which actually tells that you know your audience. You researched about it. Number two was that you use the content. You told us about a website, then you wanted to make sure that you set the website correctly. You did not just say blah 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 or that particular website. You were searching for it and you made sure that the right information went across. That was again a job well done, Toastmaster Srinivas. Number three, I love the transitions you had from opening to your personal story, then giving examples, and then going forward with the conclusion. And then you said, I want to end my project by saying, so you wanted to just to make sure that, okay, if you have not listened, then this is the thing you have to listen and you have to take back home. So that was a job well done, Toastmaster Srinivasan. Great attempt to a project. Now, if I was in your shoes, or shall I say, if I was behind your camera or in front of your camera, what I would have done? I would have tried to level my laptop or a mobile to my face so that I could have the eye level camera, so that I could see your facial expressions more clearly, more vividly. I felt they were missing somehow or other. You were trying your best, but we were missing those delicious facial expressions coming from your face. So had you got some books or a pillow or something, you could have raised the level of the camera or something, or you could just today you might have just sat down and deliver a speech, because that was really delicious one. Moreover, I was expecting some beautiful, delicious stuff coming along with you. We could have some visual presentation, if not presentation, actually props, so that we could have some delicious food in front of you, in front of us. Number three was the red card. I felt when you saw the red card, you hurried on to your conclusion. So I believe with all these three recommendations, I'm sure that we're gonna have an excellent speech in the upcoming meeting with even more spices, a yummy one in it. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Umar Farooq Hawan.
Wonderful and very thorough evaluation done by DTM Umar Farooq. And now we will move on to our third speaker. Our third speaker for tonight is a Toastmaster since 2017, member of Toastmaster GE Baden, and he has served as a secretary and sergeant at arms there. He's the other member of 3 clubs also, two in Switzerland and 1 in Italy. He's the past District 109 PR manager and current Division E director. He believes that Toastmaster is a Pandora box, a positive one, full of surprises, learnings, and networking opportunities. He is one of my good and one of the best buddies I have. He is none other than Toastmaster Frank Esser. But before I call him onto the stage, I will call his evaluator, Toastmaster Bilal Alam, to describe purpose of his speech. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening and Assalamu alaikum. Today, Toastmaster Frank will be delivering a project from Engaging with Humor Pathway, and it is from level 3. And the project is Understanding Vocal Variety. And from the title of the project, the purpose of the project is for the member to practice using vocal variety to enhance a speech. So mainly he will identify the vocal variety skills that he already have effectively, and also those that needs to be improved. Toastmaster Frank will be delivering a speech with the title, The Villain and the Voice, and the time is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Frank, all the best.
Thank you, Bilal. Before timing starts, Umar, isn't it you to announce me again on stage like you did for the other 2 ones before? Just asking.
Yes, sure. So now, please help me welcome Toastmaster Frank. His speech title is The Villain and the Voice. The Villain and the Voice. Toastmaster Frank, over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are arriving Kassel main station in 10 minutes. The exit will be on the third direction on the left side. Please get all your luggage with you. Don't forget anything. Clean up your mess. We don't want you to catch you up later on at the train station. Fellow friends, Toastmasters of Globe Horizon and friends from around the world. This message I heard the moment before we dropped off at Kassel main station. Kassel main station, as you need to know, is a train station which has nothing really fancy. The only thing what is relation for me for this particular thing is that Kassel main station is something which you can go to directly from the Zurich main station, which you see here in the background. And what happened to me and my wife when we traveled back from my parents' place last year is something you just want to experience once in your life, maybe 2 times. But if you experience this a third time in your life, then something is going completely wrong. What happened to us was this. So we traveled back from my parents' place in the middle of Germany. So Warburg, as you might have seen at the beginning of this meeting, is around about 30 kilometers to the north of Kassel. We were driving to Kassel, we changed the train. After the announcement, we just had a little bit of leftover there, and then we continued completely with that train to Zurich, and we arrived at Zurich main train station. We left the train, looked around. It was around early evening, and we were terribly hungry because, as you can imagine, the food on a train, at least in Germany, is not the best. So we said, first of all, it's not the best. Secondly, it's quite expensive. And thirdly, you know, if you're eating for a long travel from Germany to Zurich, which takes something around 4.5 hours, if not longer, depending on the train you take, you do not want to go on the toilet there. So you better avoid to eat. Maybe drink a bit of water, but don't eat. Don't use the toilet on the train. So we spared our time with eating until we reached Zurich main station. And Zurich main station is quite a big one. And you can have something like Italian food, Indian food as well, some snacks. And we're looking for, okay, what kind of food we are into today? and said, okay, let's try this out. The little Italian shop over there looks quite nice for us. And on our way to that shop, there he was. One of those guys standing there waiting for those customers which might buy something. And there he was and saying, hey, you, look what I have here for you. This is self-produced heavy metal music. And you look like the guy who wants to buy this kind of music. You look very heavy metal as well, my friend. And me and my wife looking at each other saying, go away. We are interested in this music. What are you doing? Oh, come on. This is a new band from Russia. You need to buy this. You need to support those guys. Why are you not buying this? Would you please mind your own business? We are about to go to that place and want to eat. Then, you're not a good customer. And he was really running away, swearing like hell. And I said, what was it? Okay. And then he was coming back. But come on, I need to have the money. I need to have the money. I said, hold on. What would you do if someone approaches you that way? Would you just be scared and saying, okay, don't talk to us anymore? I think this is getting very, very dangerous situation. Or you're more like, I have a very nice, witty response to him, which just comes 5 minutes later to my mind. Or you're one of those spontaneous people saying, if this is how you are doing business with your customer, then good luck with that. And that, luckily, was our reaction. And that even, excuse my French, pissed him even more off. Lucky us, this guy went away somewhere chasing down other potential customers. We took the opportunity to go to the shop. We had our food. After we left that small little restaurant over there, then the bio break kicked in and we had to go to restroom at the train station. My wife first, and I was waiting outside the toilet, listening now to my music. And then again, the guy was coming. Hey, mister, what kind of music you are listening to? I knew it. You are a music fan, right? You are. And I said, excuse me, I told you before that you're not interested. Put on my headset again, my headphone. Mister, please. And what happened in between, obviously, he had drunk a lot of alcohol in between. So the moment he opened his mouth, he was basically putting a heavy cloud of smelly alcohol directly into my face. And I could see the corner of my eyes, 2 security guards walking by. And that was for me the moment where I encountered this guy and played my counterpart, saying, okay, if you want to play the villain, now I play the voice. And with the most evil voice I have, and I could even imagine for myself, I answered to him, if you don't go right now, I will call those guys over there and they will chase you down to hell. It was like, okay, I didn't mean it, but I need to have some money. If you don't go now, I will call those guys. And I never saw someone running away that quick. My fellow friends and Toastmasters, those kind of situation can be easily handled, right? So if that guy would have recognized from the very beginning that you're not interested in buying his stuff, this would be an easy one. If you would realized when he disturbed me while I was listening to my music and said it once, please don't disturb me, would be an easy one. The power of voice is one of the most important tools we have, especially as Toastmasters. And what I learned from that evening was this voice can even chase away villains. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Wonderful speech, Toastmaster Frank. Wonderfully presenting the vocal variety that you have. And what a scary voice that was. Everybody was, whoa. Frank has such a voice also.
I knew you would like it, Umar. I was pretty sure.
Yes, surely. Now we will move on to our speaker number 4. He is our newest member, our latest addition to our Horizon family, and I'm sure he will be our rising star in the future also. Toastmaster Umair Maqsood. Plus, but to explain the purpose of his speech, I will call on his evaluator, Toastmaster Mark Lakinalao.
Thank you so much, Presiding Officer. Good evening, everyone. The purpose statement of this project for Toastmaster Umar Maskud is for the member to introduce himself or himself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. Good luck, Toastmaster Umar, and back to you, Presiding Officer. Toastmaster of the day, rather.
Yes, yes. So now I will be welcoming our Toastmaster Umair Maqsood. His title of the speech is Leaving an Impact. Toastmaster Umair Maqsood, over to you to
Hello.
leave an impact. Yes.
Close to 800,000 people die every year due to suicide. That is 1 in every 40 seconds. Well, I am here to tell you that your life isn't supposed to make you feel like a useless junkie. It is to instill in you the sense of purpose and the desire to excel. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, have you ever wondered that your uniqueness is hardwired in your system, and that is what makes you exceptionally capable of achieving a lot more? Well, I belong to a lower middle class family, and we used to live in the outskirts of Karachi. In our relatives, everyone did a blue collar job except my father, who was a clerk in a bank. Things didn't go well as the family grew. The expenses increased, yet the income didn't budge. And life passed with all the highs and the lows, till one day my maths teacher came to me and said, "You are amazeballs in math. And here is my advice. Major in math." And that is what led me to complete my engineering in electronics. In 2008, I came across an advertisement in a newspaper for a vacancy in Siemens. The headline said, "Join the winning team." Staring at it, I wondered if I was worthy enough to work for a company that was every other electronic engineer's dream. Luckily, then I got selected out of 40 candidates and tried to work tirelessly to grow the business I was in, until one day, 3 years later, the news is spread that the business was going to shut down. Shocked. I could see my dreams burning into ashes. A month later, I received a call from a regional manager in Germany. "Hi, Andy," I said. He said, "Uma, why do you sound so upset?" I said, "It's nothing." He said, "Uma, there is always a place for good people. Will you be willing to join Siemens Saudi Arabia?" I said, "Why not?" Well, a few months later, I came to Saudi Arabia and instantly busied myself in working hard, trying to accomplish an aimless pursuit. But in the end, I had that feeling inside me that something was missing. And that is when I thought to myself, I have to leave an impact before I die. Ladies and gentlemen, your life is your own, and it is the only one that you get. You can either be like most people, settling for less or wishing for more. or you can choose to walk your unique path because you believe that everything you want is closer than you think. So I ask you to think about leaving an impact, because in the end, you are the master of your fate and the captain of your soul. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wonderful speech, wonderful icebreaker given by Toastmaster Umair Maqsood. Please, everybody, give a big round of applause to our newest member. Wonderful, wonderful. Well done, Toastmaster Umair. Wonderfully expressed. So with this, we come to an end of our better speaking session, and we will have our timers report. To present the timers report, we have with us Toastmaster Muhammad Hassan.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Jeffrey Aquino took 8 minutes 5 seconds. Toastmaster Srinivasan Ramaraj took 7 minutes 29 seconds. Toastmaster Frank Kesser took 7 minutes 24 seconds. Toastmaster Umair Maqsood took 4 minutes 4 seconds. So except Toastmaster Jeffrey Aquino, all qualifies for voting. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
So Toastmaster Umair Maqsood, Toastmaster Frank Kesser, and Toastmaster Srinivasan are eligible for voting. Please vote, cast your vote to our vote counter in a private chat, Toastmaster Ricky Chudia. So with this, we will move on to our better thinking session. Or we call from prepared speeches, we will move on to the unprepared speeches. Let's see how unprepared we all are. So to pilot this session, we have with us a very jolly, bubbly person who loves food and traveling. He is our YouTuber and are recently active on his page, which is called Al Khubar Relaxing Music. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Ashraf Hong Kong, our table topic master of tonight.
Toastmaster of the night. Hello, Toastmasters. Good evening. Table topics helps members practice the art of improvisation. It also helps us think on our feet. This helps us develop 4 vital communication skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. The topics that I have prepared for you will hopefully help all of us become better at improvisation. Since we at Toastmasters try and provide a speaking opportunity to maximum audience members, this session is not restricted to members alone. Even the guests can participate. I hope everyone gives this a shot. I may randomly call anyone to participate, or you can volunteer by raising your hand. Before we begin, let me remind all of you that the timing for a table topic session is 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute is the minimum time, 1.5 minutes is the target time, and 2 minutes is the maximum time. Speakers allowed to speak for a maximum of 2.5 minutes before being disqualified. So let's get into it. The name that I would like to call first is Toastmaster Anusha Sharma. Anusha Sharma, are you there?
Anushari.
Anushri.
Anushri. I have 6 questions. You can choose from 1 to 6.
Can
Can you choose your number?
Yeah. Number 1.
Number 1. What is your most challenging and difficult failure that you could share with us that you learned from? What is your most challenging and difficult failure that you could share with us that you learned from?
Okay. Thank you, table topic master. Good evening, everyone. what is my challenges which I want to share with you. There are many challenges. I think everyone is having challenge. When the theme is the purpose, so with the purpose, definitely challenges will be there. If you set your purpose of your life, challenges will be there. So in my life also, many challenges was there, but I want to share with you, as you said, emotional challenge. You know, many times it's very, very difficult to cope up with emotional challenges situation. When your life is in that kind of a situation where you are helpless, you can't do anything. And my fellow test master, that time is right now in my life where I'm really, really feeling a tremendous emotional challenges. My mother is a cancer patient. This is the third time she got that relapse for that. And seriously, I'm in that situation, what to do right now. Because of pandemic, I'm stuck in a Dubai. She is in India. I can't go also. I can't meet right now to her. And because of all these situation that, and this particular time, I'm sorry to say, the doctor said there is no other alternative option. 2 times she got that chemo and all other things. But right now, I hope you can understand my emotional challenges. Though I have a very good friends, those who are keeping me, believe me, it's sound emotionally, they are with me. They are giving me ultimate support, ultimate support. But what I'm going through, what my family is going through, I cannot even explain to right now. So these are my emotional challenges which I'm facing. Uh, Over to you, Table Topic Master. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Toastmaster Anisha. Let's hear from Toastmaster guest Farida.
Yes, a very good evening to everybody. Yes, number 4, please.
Number 4. Where does life purpose come from? Where does purpose come from?
A very good evening to my fellow global Toastmasters and the guests. The topic that has been given to me tonight is where does life purpose come from? I'm really grateful for this topic. This is an excellent topic. I think the true purpose of life comes from within. Mark Twain has said this once. There are 2 very important days in a man's life. The first is the day that he is born, and the second is when he discovers why. What is our purpose of coming on this earth? We all have come to this earth with a purpose in life. We have been given a purpose. Nobody has come on this in this universe without a purpose. So if somebody says that my life was just a wasted experience, it's never a wasted experience. You may not have had a worldly successful life, but you must have had an impact on somebody or on any relative, any peer, any friend, which is of value. And you must have brought this amazeballs experience in somebody's life. And you must have made a difference in the overall dynamics of this universe. So I just leave all of you with this message. I can see the green light. I don't want to overshoot, but I want to leave everybody with this message that we all have come with a purpose in this universe. What is your purpose? That is what you have to discover. A very good evening to everybody.
Thank you so much. Very well said. Next, let me hear from Mikael.
Hello, good evening.
Mikael, yes. Can you choose your number?
May I have number 6 if it hasn't been chosen yet?
Okay. What life experiences have shaped What life experiences have shaped your personality and character in the most profound way? What life experiences have shaped your personality and character in the most profound way? Guest Mikael?
Yes, thank you. Being young was told to be a disadvantage because it doesn't give you the maturity or enough experiences to evaluate what real life is. Nonetheless, having graduated from a very small school and enrolled in a very well known school in my country to take my master's degree, I came to realize that age does not actually matter at all. It is not something that dictates the level of understanding of life, the level of understanding of how you can be an impact to the world or to other people. I graduated um, as an English educator, got my license right after I graduated, and worked as an English tutor to foreigners. Um, Although I graduated with flying colors, but knowing that I had been awarded by a small school, my confidence was not that high when it comes to competing in the bigger arena. Nonetheless, when I came to encounter fellow teachers from other schools who graduated from renowned universities, who were from bigger schools, I came to realize that it is never the school that dictates your competence. It is never um, your family background or how old you are, how long you have served in the field. It is more of the passion. It is more of the personal commitment to improve yourself and the care you have for other people of extending that purpose you have initially identified why you have taken that course of your life or of that profession. And I guess that part of me, that experience I have had in experiencing life in both small and big schools was a great turn, a great realization of what professional life or what personal life is in its utmost nature. Thank you very much, and I hope I have inspired all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mikael. Now let's hear from Rajan Khan. Guest Rajan Khan, can you pick your number?
Yeah. Uh, I would
Can you
like to
choose your
go
number?
for
Again, please.
I would like to go for 3
Number 3.
if it is not chosen yet.
Okay. Question number 3. Given what you know, what is your one true life's purpose? Given what you know, what is your one true life's purpose?
Okay. Given what you know, what is your one true life purpose? Okay. Thank you, everybody, and very good evening from my side. Actually, uh, true life purpose, what does it mean to me? Actually, being in this world, when I came to learn the true purpose of my life, I discovered myself that not only earning the money, earning the famous, earning the wealth is all about to consider being successful in this world. Whenever I discover myself, okay, already, which has been shared by so many speakers, the true impact, if I can make any impact towards any people, be it my relatives, be it my colleagues, or surrounding any people. In my opinion, when I discovered, okay, before I die, if I can make anything, when I will die, after my dying, if someone remembering me, okay, for his this work, I am benefited, we are motivated, then it would be my really great achievement. Not only that, so we should do not only by the life hereafter, we should do something for the life here also. So all about that is to say is doing something really good without biasness or political view, religious view, or status view. So do anything from your heart which makes you very calm in your inner way. Whenever you are going to sleep, whenever you are thinking, okay, I have done something really good without any profitability, without any benefit from other side. I have just done it from the well-being of the society or from the humankind. That is really makes me winner, great winner for that day. Over to you.
Thank you so much. I guess we don't have enough time. So thank you so much to be, it's been a great night to be your Toastmaster, table topic master. So timers report, please.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Toastmaster Anushri Sharma took 2 minutes. Guest Farida took 1 minute 35 seconds. Guest Mikhail took 3 minutes 6 seconds. Guest Rajan Khan took 2 minutes 7 seconds. Except guest Mikhail, everyone qualifies for the voting.
Toastmaster of the day.
Back to you, to Table Topic Masters.
Okay. Wonderful session conducted by Toastmaster Table Topic Master Ashraf. Very thought-provoking and profound and full of purpose topics. So ladies and gentlemen, I will give you a formula to find your purpose. To find your your life purpose is equal to the contribution you make in others' life and plus the impact you create. If you are leaving impact in others' life and not just impressing them, but creating an impact, impacting their life, changing their life for better, that is your life purpose. And if you can make a difference in others' lives and make the previous, those things that you do are the source of inspiration and your life purpose. So your purpose is equal to the contribution, the service, the the goods that you do, and the things that you love doing. So with this, we will move on to the most important, one of the most important, if not the most important sessions, the better listening session. And the better listening session will be piloted by none other than our Toastmaster R.D. Flores, our general evaluator for tonight. Over to you, Toastmaster R.D. Flores.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Umar. Good evening again, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Let us start our general evaluation for the
It's 9 o'clock.
For the prepared speeches. Our first evaluator is Distinguished Toastmaster Mark Jerome Villena who will be evaluating Toastmaster Jeffrey's speech. You know, fellow Toastmasters, Mark Jerome is a friend of mine, and I asked him about his purpose in life. And you know what he told me? He told me that his life's purpose is to love and to spread love. Fellow Toastmasters, please help me welcome distinguished Toastmaster, Toastmaster Jerome Villena. Take it away, Jerome.
Thank you very much, soon to be distinguished Toastmaster Gerardo R.D. Flores, our general evaluator for this evening. Thank you very much for that elevating introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening. And a special good evening to Toastmaster Jeffrey Aquino, who have delivered his Pathway Level 1.2 speech project for this evening. I must say that watching, listening, and seeing the speech of Toastmaster Jeffrey would make us all learn many things when it comes to leadership and public speaking. First, let's look at the way he started his speech. He started his speech with a role playing. Why would anyone start a speech with a role playing? Simply because role playing is a very eye-catchy and very catchy when it comes to audience. It makes your audience attached to you and the first time that you speak. And it's very important that when you start your speech, there must be this X factor that your audience will be glued into your speech. That's a very smart way, Toastmaster Jeffrey, of starting your speech. And you went on by telling us how a friend of yours passed away, Belmore, who resides here in Jubail, Saudi Arabia. One thing that I notice when Toastmaster Jeffrey delivers his speech, it is always full of emotion. And it's very important for a speaker to show your emotion. And not just emotion, it should be a variety of emotions so that your audience will see different faces and different emotions from you. That would make your audience be entertained. Now, I cannot speak for the whole audience. I can only speak for myself as an audience. And as an audience, I might say that the way that he delivered his speech, the way that he emotionally delivered his speech, connected to me a lot. And that can connect to many audience as well, depending on the audience that you have. The title of his speech, Hear and Heal, have made a good impact. And the humor that he sprinkled here and there makes the speech very interesting to listen and watch. He also uses figures of speech, which is very important to make your audience think as well. Also, he moved on to the part wherein he told a very sad story about his friend passing away. And he also told us another story about some other friends being positively diagnosed from COVID. And he gave us a very good conclusion, making us feel that we should not take our friends or any loved ones for that matter for granted. We should always make them feel important. We should not waste the time of making them feel loved and making them feel important. All in all, it was a great speech. Congratulations to Toastmaster Jeffrey. One humble suggestion is that you can make your conclusion more impactful if you will choose right words and powerful words when it comes to conclusion. I just felt like the conclusion need a little more punch and a little more impact. Overall, it was a great speech, and I hope to see more of your speeches in the future. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Mark Villena. I agree that one has to speak from his heart, and I felt Jeffrey's sincerity when he was delivering his speech. Very good. Our next evaluator is distinct Toastmaster Bilal Alam. Toastmaster Bilal was introduced earlier. He's the technical sales engineer for Pro and hails from Cairo, Egypt. He's the past president of Horizon Toastmasters Club for program program year 2018-2019, and he loves reading books and social networking. Friends, please help me welcome Toastmaster Bilal Alam to evaluate Toastmaster Frank Kaiser. Take it away, Toastmaster Bilal.
Thank you very much, Mr. Evaluator, and good evening, everybody, and good evening, Toastmaster Frank. Toastmaster Frank today delivered a wonderful speech about understanding vocal variety. And I really liked a lot of things in his speech, and the very best thing I liked, how his storytelling was orchestrated. Uh, from the moment he arrived at the station and the voice he has heard, then he explained the very detailed picture to us. The geography, the distance, and how long was the ride, and the food, and everything. And then he also used props when he was talking about the conversations and how he has done the conversations as well in his speech. And the second point I really liked is humor. It's no wonder that Toastmaster Frank is attempting engaging with humor pathway, because honestly, he's a natural humorous speaker. From imitating the Russian accent and how he orchestrated the conversation, and also the evil voice he had in his speech, all was quite funny and humorous. And we really enjoyed it. Then the second point is the use of vocal variety. His volume throughout the speech was clear and everybody was able to understand. He had use of good pauses in the speech as well. And also the conversations was absolutely the best. Then just a few points or suggestions for Toastmaster Frank, only two suggestions. First, the vocal variety was great and very effective in the conversations part, or in imitating different personalities than his. Like when he was imitating the Russian salesman, when he imitated the evil voice, when he imitated the voice he heard when he arrived at the station, it was great to use of vocal variety. But when he was delivering the speech himself, or he was talking on his own tongue, he had a slightly monotonic voice. For example, when he was angry about the salesman, when he told him, "Would you please mind your own business?" If I say this to a person, I won't be very quiet as he was. So I was just, "Would you please mind your own business?" Something like that. It just would be an angry voice. Another thing, when he spoke to him, like he spoke to the salesman and then he asked the audience, "Hold on, what would you do if someone approaches you like that?" Then he would do it differently. "Hold on, what would you do if someone approaches you like that?" Something like this. And the second suggestion is the hologram or the 3D, or mainly when you are delivering a speech and you have different characters in the speech, you should have a different location for each character. Like he had his wife and the Russian salesman. His wife is on his right hand, and the Russian salesman is on left hand. So when he's talking to the Russian salesman, he would look left, and when he's talking to his wife or looking at his wife, he would look right. And then this would just help the audience just have the picture in their mind and know when he is speaking to any person or any other character in the speech, and also when he's talking to the audience, would look straight to you. That's all from me, and thank you, Toastmaster Frank, and looking forward to hear more speeches from you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bilal, for that comprehensive evaluation on Toastmaster Kaiser. Toastmaster Bilal, I couldn't agree more that the wife should always be on that side, the right side, right, Toastmaster Kaiser? She couldn't be any other side but the right side. Now let's proceed with the next evaluator. This evaluator is also a friend of mine. And I also asked him about his life's purpose. And you know what he told me? He said that his life's ultimate purpose is to serve God, family, community, and the rest of the humanity. Fellow Toastmasters, let us give a warm applause to Toastmaster Mark Lacanilao to evaluate Toastmaster Omer's speech. Toastmaster Mark.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, my good friend. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Once again, if Toastmaster Umer, if I ask you a question, why are you here in Toastmasters International? What would you answer? Is it because you want to improve yourself in public speaking and leadership skills? Fellow Toastmasters, guests, and friends, good evening. Before anything else, I would like to congratulate speaker number 4, Toastmaster Umair Maksud, for the excellent job well done in delivering your speech, icebreaker speech, constructively and comprehensively on the title, I Was Once Like You. Please give him a round of applause. Firstly, your voice modulation struck me and the audience which binded us excellently. You properly express your emotions wherein we connect to you directly. You stand upright and speak spontaneously with confidence and with clarity. Secondly, your gestures was impressive. That makes you a better that makes you a better speaker wherein you created Toastmaster Omer Maksud a rifle effect of knowledge by your action. The movement draws attention to what you're saying and draws attention to the most important parts of your speech. You are very fluent. You animated well. The transition of emotions perfectly delivered. And it seems like you are not new in this organization. You studied the techniques, you studied the delivery and the consistency of your speech. Your speech comprised of the triads in Toastmasters International with an introduction, body, and conclusion. You are expressively superb. Congratulations. Thirdly, I love the way you started. I love the way you started the speech with a bang action of ending your life. I am waiting you to iterate your backgrounds, give emphasis on your educational attainment, family, but you attack it differently with a heart. You twisted it into leaving an impact while we are on existence. I love your message given to us that choose our path or choose our own path, mastering mastering our faith and captaining our own soul. Congratulations. Let me suggest one thing. If you allow me, inserting humor in your speech is very important factor. It creates a bond with the audience. It leaves it leaves the audience with a good impression of the speaker and helps the audience remember your points. To recapitulate, your performance was superb in introducing yourself to Toastmasters International. We want to hear from you more and more and more. Congratulations. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mark. Now let's proceed to the Table Topics Evaluator. Our Table Topics Evaluator works as an architect at Nesma and Partners Company, is the immediate past president and current vice president of Perlas ng Silangan Toastmasters Club, an active personality in the Toastmaster community, and by the way, he's a great dancer. If you didn't recognize him earlier, he was one of the duo wearing the mask. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our Toastmaster Table Topics Evaluator, Toastmaster John Dale Conosen. Take it away, John Dale.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I don't know if I'm going to be flattered or I am going to be, uh, I'll, I'll melt in, I don't know. So
Don't
what
be embarrassed. Put your video on.
All right. Thank you so much for appreciating. And of course, let me start on with my evaluation for the table topics. The first evaluator was Toastmaster Anushri. And Toastmasters Anushri's question was CTIC number 1. What is your most challenging and difficult failure that you could share with us that you learned from? So the speech of Toastmaster Anushri was very honest, and he was asked about an emotional challenge. He also became emotional on his speech, and I appreciate how he was just honest in his answering and sharing with us his struggles and how he's coping up with it. It was a wonderful speech. The only suggestion I can give is the conclusion. It was a little lacking. I felt that you could have given us inspiration and give us more advices. Go whatever you have gone through in your current situation. Next speaker was Toastmaster Florida, and you picked question number 4. Where does life purpose comes from? So the two great parts or 4 points I love most about your speech is you have wonderfully crafted your introduction and also um, gave a powerful conclusion at the end. So you had the quote of Mark Twain, and lastly, you asked the wonderful question, what is your life purpose? And what is that you have, and that is what you have to discover. So the only suggestion I can give is give a little energy in your voice, and I'm definitely sure that it will give more connection with the audience. The third speaker is Toastmaster Mikael. Your question was, what life experience have shaped your personality and character in the most profound way? Toastmaster Michael, 2 things I love most about your speech is, first is your use of vocabulary and the pronunciation, and secondly, you've tried to give us a glimpse of your life from your from a young boy, or from going from education in college, as well as how you struggled in your professional life. It was one good attempt for storytelling, and you also gave a good realization at the end. So one thing that I would like you to improve on is your video. I hope you can turn on your video. Definitely, you are a confident speaker, and definitely you can show more. You can show more of yourself when you are seen on video. So be confident, and definitely we have great. We can see a lot of promise in you, and you're gonna be a great speaker someday. No doubt about it. Fourth speaker is Toastmaster Regent Khan. Your question was, given what you know, what is your one true life's purpose? So you directly answered the question. But one thing that I would like to suggest to Toastmaster Rejan is, when delivering speeches, try to give short and purposeful sentences. You were giving so many long sentences that sometimes you're just repeating the thought. So I don't know if you don't feel that confident, but your voice doesn't show it. So keep speaking, and all the best to your future roles. Congratulations, and back to you, Toastmaster Artie.
Thank you, Toastmaster John Dale. Now, we will go to our next evaluator, or the person who will be sharing his report. This gentleman, when I first heard him speak, I think in Perlas ng Silangan, I was really impressed. And this Toastmaster is a graduate of ABBSE major in English at Bicol University, Philippines, a champion speaker, and is one of the most sought after grammarians in the community, a kind-hearted friend and a traveler. Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's give it a hand for Toastmaster Sam Gubat, sorry. Take it away, Sam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Artie, our channel evaluator. A pleasant evening to everyone once again. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna feel right now. Speaking with the presence of the 4 English majors. I believe we have 4 English majors here. If I'm not mistaken, we have Toastmaster Mark, Toastmaster Artie, guest Michael, and one more, I guess. But anyway, I'll try my best. I try my best to live up to their expectations. Now, we have been showered with good words of English language, good English words tonight. To name a few, we have here I heard someone saying ecstatic, sanity, anxiety, pandemic, agony, foodie, glutton, villain, fancy, hardwired, outskirts, improvisation, tremendous, overshoot, flying colors, arena, renowned, eye-catching, impactful, ironic, ripple effect, triad, superb, duo, and glimpse. Now, congratulations everyone for using such wonderful words. Now, the good thing about this is that, when you make use of wonderful words like this, it adds flavor to your message. It adds flavor to your message. It makes your message more impactful to the audience. Now, in terms of the word of the evening, I have heard two that they were Toastmaster Omer Maksud and Toastmaster Farida. I was expecting also other people, other especially in table topics, to because they're given the chance to make use of this word of the evening. Now, we also have heard wonderful quotations and yeah, thoughts and quotations, famous quotations from authors and philosophers, perhaps. Now, we have heard someone saying age doesn't matter. Now, one speaker have used a hear and to heal. It's part of a speech actually, making use of a sound. We also have heard someone saying the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. That's in fact a famous line from William Ernest Henry. Then if somebody was asked about the purpose of life, then she mentioned something about um, Mark Twain's idea about this one. Now, I would like to congratulate a few speakers here for a very good articulation. To name a few, we have Toastmaster Bilal and guest Michael. They sound so natural, not too slang, not too much enunciated, not too much articulated, just simply naturally spoken people. Now, I'd also like to congratulate Toastmaster Kaiser for having that talent of faking your accent. He has the talent of having two different accents at the same time. Wonderful. Now, in terms of pronunciation, I'd like to commend also Toastmaster Srinivasan for pronouncing the word stomach correctly. In few times I have heard someone saying stomach. I think it's basically stomach, and then a commendation for that. Now let's be very particular with a double letter because a double letter denotes a lengthened pronunciation. For example, volunteer. So we don't say volunteer, you say volunteer, seer, food, foodie. Now, we heard someone saying purpose. We have to correct that. It's basically purpose, not alternative. It's alternative. An ice cream, not ice cream. I think it's correct to say ripple effect, not rifle effect. Now we have to be careful with the and sounds, such as a bond that you create to the audience, not a band, because a band is someone who plays the guitar and sings. Now it's an audience, not audience. Yeah. Now what is wrong with this statement? Someone was saying, if I was in your shoes, I was in your shoes. I believe it's wrong there because it should have been if I were in your shoes. You say I was. When I was a kid, was is correct. If I were you, conditional, were is used, not was. What else should I say? I think I have covered pretty much it, and I hope I was able to share something. I'd like to encourage everyone to continuously learn English because no doubt English is fun. Good night to you all. Back to you, Mr. Table Topic now, Mr. Evaluator, Channel Evaluator.
Thank you, our grammarian, Toastmaster Sam. That was a very detailed report. And let me give you some of the few commendations and recommendations that I have for the meeting. First, I'd like to congratulate
Counter. Counter.
Counter is not there
Our
actually.
counter is not available. Yes, that's why I purposely omitted that part. Now, as the general evaluator, let me just give you my general feedback on how the meeting was conducted. I'd like to congratulate all the role players from the Sergeant at Arms to everybody from the grammarian, everybody, the role players, everyone, congratulations. Now, I'd like to highlight on the theme of the day, which is purpose. It's very timely, not only because we are in the midst of pandemic, but it gives us all an opportunity to pause, rethink, and refocus. Even we're in the pandemic, it doesn't mean that the purpose in life stopped. It actually more. There's more to life than this. Then it's not just the regular life that we know, the normal. It gives us the opportunity to rethink of what's more important in life. And I salute whoever the Toastmaster of the day for choosing that theme of the day. I also like the questions asked on the table topics. Table topic master, congratulations, because the questions asked amplified the theme, which is about the purpose. Every time the speaker shares his personal story, we were able to resonate. We could relate to it. The evaluators were all fabulous. These are a group of amazeballs team. Amazeballs. If I don't know the word amazeballs, I would think of it in two ways. It's a group of balls which are role players rolling wildly, and they give us this an amazing vibe. Congratulations, leaders. You were all fabulous. Also, I'd like to commend the grammarian. It was a detailed report. He did not only elaborate on the correct use of grammar, but he also focused on enunciation. He commended those speakers who were speaking naturally, and he encouraged us to be more careful in using the terminologies. Congratulations, Toastmaster Sam. And last but not the least, I'd like to make some commendations about the timing. We were 11 minutes late, but I think that's all normal because of the platform. Everybody's busy, but there's no excuse, just like what TM Umar said, time is gold. We always should start on time. I was late personally, you know why? Because I'm serving one purpose, a personal purpose. I was coming from the hospital and I'm assisting a relative. We all have purpose in life, and let us continue to serve that purpose, because a life without purpose is meaningless. And let me end my evaluation by saying, when your life is on course with its purpose, you are most powerful. Now, ask yourselves, are you powerful? With that, I'd like to congratulate all of you again, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to be your general evaluator for the evening. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wonderful, awesome, and amazing evaluation done by Toastmaster. The floor is very instructive and very insightful. So now I will. So I will tell you one thing: starve your distractions and feed your focus. If you want to achieve your purpose, if you want to attain your goals, you have to starve your distractions and feed your focus. You have to set your sight on your goals. You will not see any obstacles then. Starve your ego, feed your soul. It's all about getting back to your soul, living up to your soul, and that's your true life purpose. With this, I will hand over the lectern back to the president of the Horizon Toastmasters Club, and that is also yours truly, Toastmaster Omar Farooq. I hope you all enjoyed this session. We had so much fun learning. We have some variety of speeches. We learned about listening skills. We learned about new Toastmasters, budding Toastmasters journey of pathway starting as a Toastmaster. We also learned about food and how we perceive it. And we also learned about the villainous voice, how it can be changed and how it can be used to be of our own advantage. In this one session, you learn so many things. That's the beauty of a Toastmasters meeting, ladies and gentlemen. And that's how you can learn a lot within this one single session. With this, I would like to call on our vote counter for tonight to announce the results. And that is the results. We will call on Toastmaster Ricky Chudian.
Thank you so much, President Toastmaster Omar Farouk. And now I would like to announce to you the winners of tonight's meeting. Our best table topic winner is Toastmaster Farida. Our best evaluator for tonight is none other than Toastmaster Mark Lacanilao. And the best speaker who will advance to the grand finals in SATAC 2021 is none other than Toastmaster Umair Maksud. Congratulations. And congratulations to all the speakers. You are all winners. Back to you.
Yes, wonderful. Wonderful. Hats off and congratulations, hearty congratulations to all the winners and all the learners also. Whoever has participated, they have learned a lot. They are not the losers. They are the learners. They are a winner in kind, and they are side by side with us. And that's a journey for us, and we keep on learning. And that's also one of the purpose, very important purpose, to learn and grow. Not only grow, but grow in right directions, not in a negative direction or opposite direction. So with this, I would like to officially, first we will get some comments from the guests. First of all, Toastmaster Frank, what you loved about our meeting?
Yes, thank you so much, Umar. And I put on my Big Brother is watching you filter, as you can see. And first of all, what I like to say is that Ardi is a member of this club. So Ardi, congratulations. Yes, you cannot hide, you cannot escape from that, Ardi. So congratulations, becoming a member here as well. Now, what I really like about this meeting and this club is, can someone maybe put, thank you, Muhammad. So what I like about this meeting is that you are always feeling like, and some of you said this already, you're coming home to your family. So that's the same feeling I have here. And also thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak. And thanks also for the very profound evaluation I've received, also from Adi leading the sessions here, wonderfully done. Without knowing, Umar, you mentioned something about making your passion a profession, and this is exactly what I'm currently about to do. So that's some kind of mind connection here as well. What I would suggest as a point, or basically I have 2 points for improvement, but you might want to consider. Or basically 3, I have 3. Okay, first point of improvement is if someone is speaking, please don't speak over that person, because it's distorting and you do not know what that person wants to say. Secondly, if a speaker is chosen for table topics, maybe remind the speaker as well to switch on his or her camera, because if you want to do some voting for a best table topic speech, you might want to see the speaker as well. I can understand, though, for this meeting, the first speaker who is going through very tough times, she was not simply in the condition to put herself on camera, so we need to consider this one as well. And third one is, for me, a speech should be is a good one when it's really coming from the heart and it's authentic, because this connects the most to the audience. And I had a little bit the feeling that one of the speeches here maybe was a bit too much overacting. I'm not saying any name here, but that person might know. So if you want to stronger connect to your audience, don't become too theatrical, don't do overacting, because this is really recognized by the audience. So other than that, great meeting, and back to you, Uma.
Oh, we will. Thanks for the wonderful feedback, Toastmaster Frank. We'll look into it and improve upon it. We have with us Toastmaster Farid also. Can we have your input?
Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed the meeting. I have no words. All of you are so friendly, and you've got a great magical friendliness, this vibe going on between each one of you. I enjoyed it. I love the dance. The dance was fantastic. It's good to have one of these fun things in between. It breaks the monotony of the meeting. I think you should encourage it and have it every time. That is my take on it. And thank you very much for allowing me to speak at Table Topics. And also I became the winner, proud winner. Thank you very much. A very good evening.
It's a pleasure to have you with us, Farida. It's always looking forward to you in the future meetings also. We have with us Toastmaster Jackie English. Okay, so we can have Srishti Gupta. Miss Srishti Gupta is not here. We have with us our Division F Program Quality Director, Toastmaster Faisal Murad. Toastmaster Faisal Murad. Nahi hai. Okay, we have with us Anushri, Toastmaster Anushri.
I thank you so much. It's a great learning. Seriously, now again and again I'm coming, and it's kind of my not home club, but yeah, definitely a friendly club. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. We have with us Toastmaster Rajan from Bangladesh. Your inputs.
Thank you. It was really a lively and enjoyable session, I must say. Since I joined in Uttara Toastmaster Club Bangladesh a few months back, after joining, I felt myself I have to improve a lot, like all of you. So I would like to really, I would like to become a great speaker all around the world. And I have noted down too many sentences and words I have learned from this session. And I hope for the best. Thank you.
Thanks, Toastmaster Rajan, for coming. We hope to see you in the future meetings.
Yeah.
We have with us Toastmaster Joe. Toastmaster Joe is there. No, I think we have Lakshman with us. Toastmaster Lakshman.
Hello. Yeah, sir. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, this is really a wonderful, fabulous meeting. I learned a lot, and this is not my home club. Actually, I am from Kobar, but your club is, I can say, wow, this is a wonderful club, and hope to see you in the future meetings. Thank you very much, sir, for inviting
Yeah,
me.
we look forward to joining our club soon, huh?
Sure, sure. I will be. Thank you. Thanks a lot,
Yes, sure.
Mr.
You
Paul.
can. Yes. Joe, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes. So what you have loved about our meeting? Tell me.
It was good. It's very to my home club in Bucks Master, but we call it a variety master in Beijing #1. I had bad connection earlier since I was which I'm disappointed, but I'd in the future, especially if this is a club that Ken Arsenal regularly attends. Thank you.
Okay. So with this, I would officially adjourn the meeting. It was awesome to host you all. It was a great experience, and I hope you had an amazing time.
We have a group
Next
call.
time,
Mr. Omar, can we get a recording?
Yes, you can get the recording also. We will add you to the
Yeah.
group. You can send your WhatsApp number to us. do in the
Please
private
leave
chat.
your contact number and your email. That's fine.
Yes.
Where do I have to send it, sir?
The chat
In
can do
in
it.
the chat.
I'm taking note of the.
Okay, sure.
For the guests, you can leave your contact details so I can include you in the future invitations.
Yes.
Can you have a group photo?
Yes, group photo, please.
Everyone to turn on your videos, please, for those who can.
Turn on the video.
Our new member, Abu Bakar. Oh, Mark is joining. A moment. Christy. Reds is there? Okay, 1, 2. It's your best smile. 1, 2, 3. Oh, last one. I love your photo in the background. Thank you so much, everyone. Toastmaster Frank, thanks for always joining us. Joe, thank you.
Wonderful. Great to have you all. Lakshman, can you? Lakshman is there?
Yeah, Lakshman is there in purple.
Yes. Lakshman, you can share your contact number, na? Just don't.
And may I please take this opportunity to welcome both Toastmaster Omer and Abu Bakar into the Horizon family.
Yes.
I hope you
Abu Bakar.
have a great time, and let's all grow together.
Grow.
Okay, Team Omar.
Yes. With this, I will officially adjourn the meeting, and it's time to chit chat. We can close the recording.
Are we recording? Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Now it's
Bye-bye.
Mark,
Thank
MRD.
yeah,
Bye, everyone.
Buyers.
All
Muhammad.
the best.
yeah, bye. Great to have you all.
And
Good night.
Oh, good night. Thanks.
See you soon. Bye bye.
See you
Bye.
soon.
Night, everybody. Sweet dreams.
Awesome,
Stay
awesome
safe.
speech, Frank.
Congratulations, our tabletop
Bye-bye.
master.
Can I? Umar, can I?
Toastmaster Umair, you're so great.
1 minute. Yes.
Umar, can I say it once again?
Yes, you can
Say
say
it
it.
again.
You know what I want to say?
Yes.
What is it?
Good night, Ardi. I really love to say that.
Lalo namin.
Sorry. Bye bye. Bye.
Iba rin. May lalo na, Mark, sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. Stop ko na muna recording. Ay, nagre-record ba?
Yeah, it's